So guys, with SQL Star Loader, I want to go one step back because I was talking about data pump, but now I want to go back to SQL Star Loader. I want to show you one activity, and this is important for you just to know. Sorry guys, I think I might have started the webcam by mistake. I'm sorry. So in the SQL Star Loader utility, what you have to what happens is in Oracle, there are also external tables. So now you might have a doubt like what are external tables? Oracle allows you to query the tables which are stored in a file. Let's say you have a text file or a CSV file. You can always query it inside the database. I think this might be strangely new concept for most of you, right? Understand this, there is a table which is not created inside the database, which is not stored inside the database. You have a file, CSV file on your server, but you can query the file from inside the Oracle database. Yes, it is possible, and that is what is known as Oracle external tables. So I'm talking about this small concept, and then we'll come back to the data pump. Oracle external tables. The main importance of SQL Loader you will understand now. The thing is, guys, when you try to query the external tables inside Oracle, this is where the SQL Star Loader engine will come into picture. The SQL Star Loader is responsible to read the CSV file and then present the table in the SQL Plus utility. And how it is done and all, I'll show you one quick example so that you learn something new today, which is Oracle external tables. So there is already, I think we have, what do you call, an article on our support. So let me start this one. And if you come up and type external, it will definitely show you the Oracle external tables. All right. So let me quickly walk you through this activity. If you guys want, I can definitely execute it for you, but I would definitely encourage you to do it because it's a small activity. See, SQL Star Loader engine allows you to query external tables that are stored on flat files. This might be a new concept for most of you, so but great to learn. So when I say flat files, I literally mean a file that is stored on OS level. That means a file which is on OS level and it contains your records, a table and its records. So the Oracle loader driver is used to query the external tables. That's nothing but the SQL Star Loader. And then you might have a question like which format files Oracle can read. It's very simple, guys. Whatever formats your SQL Star Loader can read, like .csv, .txt, .flat, and I think I have mostly worked with only these three type of files. And all the formats that your SQL Star Loader can read, you can always query those kind of files using the Oracle external tables. All right. But with these external tables, you need to make sure one thing, guys. You can only query the external tables. That means only select statements are allowed. No DML operation is allowed because you are only reading from an external file, right? It's hard to update, delete, and work on those operations because it is stored on an external file. So you can only query, you can join between two flat files so that it's easy for you to look at the data. Now you might have a question, when do we need such kind of situation? In the most of the ETL databases and reporting databases where you get a couple of files from your reporting team and then they want you to kind of like compare the files, and the best way to compare the files is using Oracle joins. In that case, what you do is you kind of like create two external tables, which you will understand in just some time, like how to create an external table. And those two external tables you query inside the Oracle database and kind of like perform a join. So that way it's easy for you to look at data from a different dimension. That way you're not wasting Oracle database space. you're not wasting table space, and you're not storing the data inside the database. All right, so you have two files on OS level, you're just reading them, joining them, looking at the data, and just leaving it. So that way you are actually saving the Oracle database space. So for our activity, like, you need to create a flat file. So for our example, let us create one file and save it as .txt format on the database server. Create myregions.txt file and copy paste below contents. So what we are doing is we are creating a file, and I'm naming it as myregions.txt, and I'm storing these values 1 comma US. So it's like region ID, and this is region name. So this is something I gave you for an example. What you do is in Linux VI, open a new file, copy paste these contents, and save the file and close. Now, inside Oracle, we need to create a directory, like how we create a directory for data pump, so that Oracle knows from where to read this flat file. So we create or replace directory. You can name directory whatever you want. I think I have named it as my external table, that is my ext tab as, and give the location where you saved this file. Don't give the file name, just the location. So under /home/oracle example, if you save this file, then put this location. Next is, how do you create an external table inside the database? So this is the query, guys, and need not worry, like it's I mean, it looks pretty dangerous, but it's not. If you debug one by one, it's very simple. So what we are saying is create table my regions. We are saying like region ID, we are declaring it as number, and then we have region name, and we are declaring it as a data type. But after this close parenthesis, what we are saying is the organization type of this table is external. This is not inside the Oracle database. So we are organizing it outside the database. So always remember, any external table, you can only query it. No DML operations allowed on external tables. So in the external table, what this is by default, we need to specify that in order to query this table, we'll be using Oracle Loader, and then you have to define the type as Oracle Loader. You need to define the directory where this file resides that you want the Oracle Loader to read. So in our previous section, we defined the directory, right? /home/oracle. So we gave a name to this directory, my external table. So you have to use the same directory name, so that whenever you query this table, it knows that it has to go to this directory. That means this location. And in this location, it has to pick up this file, which has our values. So don't worry, where we define file name is over here. So I'll come to it. Now you need to define the access parameters, and these are exactly same as your SQL loader control file. So we need to tell how the new line is delimited. What is the delimiter? The general or generic meaning of delimiter is separator. So records delimiter or records separator is a new line, because you can see every record is placed on a new line. So the delimiter or the record separator is a new line. So we are telling it records delimited by new line and fields terminated by comma. You can see every field is terminated by a comma. So don't worry, after US also, if you put a comma, still it will not be a problem. It will take it as a field delimiter or field terminator. And now missing field values are null. What if, let's take in this one, I have 6 comma blank. Let's take the next value that I have 6 comma, and then I hit enter. So how do you want Oracle to treat the null values? So what we are saying is, if a value is missing, treat it as null. I mean, don't throw an error. We are giving an option, because programming language, we need to tell what they should do if they encounter an error, right? So if a field value is missing, we are telling that consider it as null. I mean, don't throw an error. And then we are telling what are the columns that we have in the data. So we are saying like the first before the first comma, whatever you see, consider it as region ID, and after the comma, consider it as region name, and after region name, there should be a new line. So you can see every record has only two values. First is region ID, and then region name, and then we have a new line character. So guys, just for your information, like whenever you type in Notepad, for example, if I'm typing something, one enter, two enter. So after this one, there is a new line character, which is, which is internal, right? You can't see it. We just continue to hit enter. But once you hit an enter, after one, there is a new line character, which is like kind of like a code or a hidden stuff inside the Notepad. And then once we define, this is exactly same as our what do you call, the SQL star loader control file parameters. And then we need to define the file name. You just specify the location and the name of the file. Don't give the location, because we have defined the location using a directory. Can you see default directory? And this directory is referencing to this location. So in the location parameter, just specify the name of the file. So if you see, myregions.txt is the file name, and we are specifying the same file name, myregions.txt. And then parallel equal to 5 is like we are specifying, let's take, if your file is big, don't use parallel parameter unnecessarily, or use it only when you have huge amount of data. So you can exclude this parameter for now and use it only when you want multiple processes to read from your external file. And we are saying reject limit unlimited. So we can define, like for example, sometimes you can say, like if there are 3 errors encountered while reading from this file, then throw an error. So what we are saying is, do not reject any errors until you read the entire file. So we are saying like the reject limit is completely unlimited. We don't want the load engine or the loader engine to stop in between. So for your practice purpose, like in real time, if you're using, please exclude this parallel parameter if not required. And reject limit, it depends, you can specify it like 10 or 5 in case if your data loading is critical. All right, and then we have query external table. So how do you query the external table? Of course, we have created the external table. Like a normal table, you can query it. Like how do you query other tables? So what happens when you type this one is Oracle invokes the Oracle Loader engine, and using the Oracle Loader engine, it will read the external file. And this file, which has this data, it will be presented as an output. Now, what is the main benefit of external tables? It is like you can create views on the external tables. That helps you kind of like analyze data. It depends like on the requirement, like create or replace view my regions view as select star from my regions where region name like u%. So this way, what happens is we are kind of like telling to create a view where the region name starts with U. That means the view will have the first record, the second record, and the fifth record. So that way you can play around with the data by creating a view on the external table. Now see guys, the benefit of external tables is like you are not at all using the Oracle database space. You are simply using external flat file, right? And how do you query a view? Very simple. You just type select star from whatever the view name is. Now, one thing that I want to mention, see, by default, a log load operation is created in the same directory as the load file. So whenever you try to query the external table, a log file will be created, and it is created in the same location where you have your main file. Like in our case, I kept this file under /home/Oracle location. So in the same location, every time when you query the table, a log file will be placed. So it will tell you like how it opened the file, what all records it has read, and it will be a summary uh, of the access operation to the external table. So guys, this is about Oracle external tables. So how do you feel, like any one of you, uh, is this concept pretty new to you guys? Did you find something new?
Hey, Arun, this is Francis. I have a quick question for you
Yeah,
regarding
Francis.
you were talking about doing like, join operations and stuff on these tables. These tables can get very big. Um, are you able to create indexes on this table? I assume not. So if you do a join, it's going to do Cartesian join, correct?
Right.
And what kind of performance are we looking at in that
No,
case?
these are I think you should not use it. Like
Mhm.
to answer your question, these are only used in reporting databases just to analyze data and try
Mhm.
to use this kind of method on a test database. Don't try to use all this external tables on a production database, because over
Mhm.
here you are just reading a file. There is
Yeah.
no index operation. There is no other type of operation. So
Mhm.
definitely, but when you create a join, like your temp table space is used, and that's where the join happens, and
Mhm.
only data is presented to you, the output is presented to you. So
Yeah.
what it does is it uses a blunt method. Blunt means the first optimizer stats that can be used to combine the data.
Mhm.
So good point, but my suggestion would be never use external tables in a critical database.
Mhm.
Let's take your team says like, can you analyze this data? Try to use a test database or a development database to perform these kind of activities, just to
Yeah.
test, because
Yeah. Okay.
this is not a real time scenario. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Thank you.
right. These all topics are good to know, Francis. Like
Yeah.
this is really used in real time.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I just wanted to make my point, like how important SQL Star Loader is
Mhm.
and what are the uses of the Oracle Loader engine
Mhm.
when it comes to Oracle external tables.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amazing. All right, guys. So the external tables, I want you guys to practice it. Just try your hands on, and let me give you a key insights. If you are sitting for an Oracle interview next time, in your when you talk about yourself, try to say that I have worked on Oracle external tables. Your interviewer, definitely, I know they might not have worked on these external tables, and they will be keen to know more about external tables. And when they ask question about external tables, you take that as an opportunity to explain the concept so well that you impress the interviewer right away. So these kind of pit holes which are not used in real time or not much of the environments, try to use this as an opportunity to showcase your skills in front of an interviewer. Like this is how I would do if I am sitting for an interview.